Hello, humanity. Back once again. This is the second time I'm attempting this particular video. I had started earlier this morning. I can't believe it. This is day two that I got up and started exercising at like four in the morning, and it's just baffling to me that. Not only am I taking on this new journey with exercise, but the idea of not wanting to miss a day. Remember I got reckless maybe about, I don't know if you can really call that reckless because my body was aching so. But anyway, it has to be a toss up because today my body was in so much pain. I really wanted to cancel my little small exercising. And keep in mind, my exercising is the equivalent of something that a toddler can do, but that's just how out of whack and how far away I had been removed from, getting the adequate amount of mobility and activity to my body. And so, just the slightest repetition of movement is just so painful, and I was already paining before I even started. And so, anyway, to make a long story short, I managed to make my way through. I started reminiscing about. I know it's redundant, but when I was in that recliner for 17 or 18 hours, and remember that that's not an exaggeration. That's factual. And not being able to move at all. And so I got my gym shoes and I got with it, and almost every step until the end I wanted to put the weights down and just say, just call it quits. But it's definitely turning into it's a part of my being now. And but I really won't know anything for 6 months. That's my timing. And because life happens, and if you can still stick with it, chances are, your mentality has changed towards that particular thing. Well, anyway, yesterday I made this simple recipe. I'm going to go fast because I once again I have to go. But it's remarkable, humanity, that in spite of my aches, I'm able to go and get things done and not cancel it and say, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. My mobility is such now to where things that were so difficult in the past, I managed to just a tiny bit, push my way through. So that's what I'll be doing shortly, pushing my way through and doing what I need to do. But anyway, to make a long story short, so this particular recipe was really simple. Humanity, I started recording right before I left out this morning, and I wasn't able to get it out. I really find that I like recording in the morning so I can get it to you early. So anyway, what I did, humanity, I took 3 to 4 eggs. I'm not real sure, but you can even do as many as 6 and 8. Do as many as you want. Just repeat the process after you finish one egg wrap, which should cover, I think, two, maybe three eggs covers the circumference of your 8 inch. I don't know if it's 8 inch or 10. I believe it's 8 inch or 10 inch skillet. And so the only thing I put in the eggs, I put 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I'm really starting to enjoy that Italian seasoning for more than just putting it on pizza. It really gives you it seems like it bursts up extra flavor for your dishes. So I put in 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Remember, we talked about the spoons. The larger of the spoons is the tablespoon. The smaller of the spoon is the teaspoon. And so I stirred that up. My skillet was oil hot, and I poured that in. I let it brown maybe about 3 to 4 minutes. You know how to brown an egg. And then I turned it over and I browned it again on the other side. And then after that, I took it out, and I took it out and I placed it on the skillet, and then I cut up a half a head of cauliflower. And I want to get on the other side. I want to get a nicer air fryer, because I believe I can cut some of the oil out if I have a nicer air fryer, where I can, maybe spray it or even coat it with coconut oil or avocado oil or something like that, and then just put it in the air fryer and see if I can get that same deep fried consistency. I don't know. I'm going to test that. But in the meantime, this is where I'm at with it. And it's not like, we eat we eat fried food all the time, but it's a variety. Remember, we're trying to get a variety of tasty recipes. So I cut half of a cauliflower, rinsed and chopped into florets, whole florets or half florets, or a combination of both. And that's what I did. I had a combination of both, humanity. And so to the florets, after they were washed and chopped, I put in 1 tablespoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and you can cut that down. You can make it 1 tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, and you'll get those speckled specks. So if you don't really want that, maybe you can forego that and maybe find another season, because remember, personalization and customization is key. So you may have other seasonings that lend themselves to the uniformity of the color, your caramel or whatever that color mimics. And so anyway, I used a fish fry, and you can get your fish fry at any of your grocers, freezers, and you don't have to use fish fry if you don't want to. Remember, you can take some coconut oil, and you can coat your cauliflower, or you can take some cream cheese and coat each individual cauliflower floret, and then put your seasoning on top of that, and then just dip it in almond flour or oat flour. But I wanted a more fish-like consistency, and so then I just after I got the seasonings on, and make sure you don't put any salt in, because or at least taste it after it's finished, because the fish fry, if you do go with that, it has salt in it. And so then I put the fish fry on there. Now I do something a little bit different, humanity. Most people, they put the fish fry on there and they put it in hot oil, just like you would fry fish. I do something slightly different. I put water in the fish fry, and then coat it again, because I find that if you put just a little bit of water, about a fourth of a cup, if it's runny, you've put too much water. You have to go in with a little bit more fish fry, because your florets, after you put just a fourth of a cup of water, depending on how much you're frying, it should look gummy. Okay, so then you place your coated cauliflower florets. You place them in the oil and let them get golden brown on the bottom. Once they get golden brown on the bottom, just like you would do fish, and then you turn it over, and then let it do the same thing on the other side. You take it out, and you make your sauce. All I did was I went in with 2 tablespoons of sugar-free barbecue sauce. You can use regular barbecue sauce if you want. Just watch your carbs, and if that's what if you're really excuse me, if you're really a stickler for just really getting your numbers right. And then I used 2 tablespoons of the buffalo wing sauce. Now that buffalo wing sauce is really, really hot, humanity, so stay mindful of that. So I used 2 tablespoons of that. I used 1 tablespoon of butter. I used 1 tablespoon of sugar-free syrup. Now that I recommend that you use sugar-free, because I haven't tried it just the regular way, and I don't know, it may mess your dish up. I don't know. And then I put in just a pinch. I literally mean just a pinch of salt. I put that in the microwave for a count of maybe about I want to say maybe about a count of 30. Just as soon as it melts, you're good to go. And so then I took the deep fried cauliflower. I put it straight down the middle of the egg wrap, and then I had diced tomatoes, and you can just chop them. It's up to you. You can make them small. You can make them. You can make the tomatoes a large cut. It's up to you. You can even make them strips. It doesn't matter because they're going to go in a wrap anyway. And so I put my tomatoes, chopped onions, maybe 1 tablespoon. I put all that in the middle, and remember, I'm going to get on the other side of that cheese because I recognize that I'm using too much cheese. But nevertheless, I used about 1 to 2 tablespoons of pepper jack cheese. You can use your favorite Colby, cheddar, whatever you want to use. And I put that straight down the middle. And then I took my sweet and sour, my warm sweet and sour sauce. Make sure it's not hot because you don't want to disturb the egg wrap, but it can be warm. And I poured that right on top of the deep fried cauliflower, and then I rolled it from left to right, or you can go from right to left. It doesn't matter as long as you're going from one side to the other until you get a roll. Now I didn't put cheese on top, but if you're doing a plant-based cheese or a non-dairy cheese, you can just sprinkle your cheese right on the top of your egg wrap. I put it in the microwave, and you can even go up and and put even some more of the warm sauce on top of the cheese. Just do it the way you like it, okay? And so anyway, humanity, I don't know what this Monday is serving you up, but I really do. I hope it's doing you well. I have really the pain has been excruciating today, and I found myself just maybe about an hour ago. I was standing in place, because it seems like certain exercises, they seem to bring me a little comfort, and that could just be my body just trying to find its way in this new mobility movement that I'm journeying on. But anyway, in the process of doing that, I was listening to a song, an old song that I hadn't heard in a long time. It was I guess what they call it, oldies but goldies. It was a song by Teddy Pendergrass. It doesn't hurt anymore. And so it's strange for some strange reason. The lyrics lend themselves to this brother. He's I guess he had a relationship where the feelings weren't reciprocated. Well, anyway, for some strange reason, I don't know, but I started metaphorically using whoever this individual was. I started using that as vegetables, and the lyrics, he's constantly saying in the lyrics, it doesn't hurt anymore, and I don't need you anymore. And tell me why it is humorous to me now. But I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, wow, the muffins. Look on the back of some large muffins and see how many carbs and how much sugar is in it is folded up in those products. And just imagine someone eating a whole box, a whole container of those huge muffins, a box of donuts, and then later on candy treats. You almost can't even fathom in your mind someone consuming that much sugar and then craving more sugar. You can't even fathom in your mind going to, I don't know if they have a White Castle in your where you are, but they're the little small square burgers. You can't even fathom in your mind eating 12 of those double cheeseburgers, even though they're small, a sack of fries, and within 3 to 4 hours, you're hungry again. But so those lyrics, even though I was metaphorically exchanging the human entity for this junk food and this, that, and the other, and in the song, he also says, I don't need you anymore. And tell me why my brain was literally thinking about the muffins and the greasy this and the greasy that. And granted, I still have my reckless days. I'm sure I'll have another one this week, some fries or something like that. But I'm making a point. in my mind, it felt good to say, you know, muffins, sugar, and that sugar, it can be so detrimental to your body. Humanity, if I had it to do all over again, when I tell you I would have taken my health so much more seriously, and my eating habits and what have you. And I look back on individuals now that I would see, you'd see them in the park, and you could tell they had gotten off work, and they were riding their bikes, or they were jogging, and this, that, and the other. And I've had almost had a disdain for exercise, and I never understood their dedication and their push through, and seeing people eat so clean. I just didn't understand humanity. But anyway, it felt good to be able to say, though I have my reckless days, and most of those are comprised of, I just really don't feel like eating. I mean, preparing a meal as opposed to meal prepping. But at the end of the day, I would prefer, if I'm reckless one day, I would prefer having the way I eat, because it's become a state of being. And it feels good to be able to look in the refrigerator, and now I need my cauliflower, I need my beets, I need my mushrooms, I need my lentils, I need my beats and things like that. And it was just so strange that I was literally thinking to myself, wow, all of those sugar laden and all those carbs and this, that, and the other, when I felt like I had to have it all day long. I listened to this song by Teddy Pendergrass, and I wasn't thinking about it as an individual. I was literally thinking about, wow, I don't need you anymore. I literally don't need you anymore. And so for you, humanity, I don't know where you're at. I was in a world of hurt. You know what I'm saying? Physically, my body is hurting now, so I can't sing that song with accuracy, but I can sing it with the hope of, in the future, being able to say that my health and everything is on point, and I don't need to go back to not exercising or whatever. So I'm saying all that to wrap it up real quick. Humanity, some of us are going into the struggle, out of the struggle, and now I'm not just talking about food. For me, I'm talking about food, but for you, it could be so many things. But I'm hoping that at the end of the day, that we can get on the other side, and we'll be able to say whatever that thing is, that we would like to be able to tell it, I don't need you anymore. I'm hoping that we can sing in unison that very thing when we get on the other side of it. And I'm believing that we'll do just that. We'll do just that, humanity. We'll get on the other side of the thing that is not reciprocating what we needed to do. If it's not reciprocating our health, if it's not reciprocating whatever your thing may be, let's sing until it gets to be that actuality. Sing, humanity, sing. Wishing you the absolute best today. Take care.